Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today. I'm so happy to be back. I missed you guys. I wanted to talk a little bit about Munchausen syndromes today. I'm not going to dig like too deep, but wanted to touch on some points basically of them. Now, Munchausen syndrome, now more commonly referred to as factitious disorder imposed on self. It's a mental health condition where an individual intentionally produces or exaggerates physical or psychological symptoms of illness to gain attention, sympathy, or care. People with this disorder may go to extreme lengths, including self-harm, tampering with their medical tests, or falsifying medical history to convince healthcare providers or others that they are sick. Now, the reason that I show interest in these syndromes is due to experiencing it with a family member. She exhibits all the features, all the key features I mentioned above. This is something that I don't take lightly and has led me to do extensive research into the disorders, and I am astounded by the results. Munchausen and Munchausen by proxy are very common, and everyday patients present to the emergency rooms displaying textbook signs and symptoms of this disorder. Now, my family member frequently went to the hospital declaring that she had pain or discomfort, whether it was in her stomach or head or legs and such, all over the body, basically. I knew that she oftentimes searched the net for diseases, and upon finding something, she decided she had that and went to the hospital. ER staff are required to perform in-depth testing in an attempt to reveal a presumed illness, right? More often than not, those tests return completely negative, but the staff continued to search for the cause of her complaints. She was totally wasting their time. At times, she was admitted to the hospital in order to perform further testing and monitoring. If nothing was found to be wrong with her, she would insist that she have an invasive procedure. She's after surgery, a CT, ultrasounds, x-rays, and in the end, she was still found to not be sick. She would get angry and leave the hospital AMA, which is against medical advice, and not receiving even her discharge paper. She was so pissed off. Now, what a person does to themselves is their choice, of course, but when they involve their child or other people in this disorder, it becomes sad. This is Munchausen by proxy. She often took her child to the hospital complaining of a wide range of debilitating symptoms, usually involving her stomach and like her bowels. As required, the staff performed tests and procedures they perceived as being necessary for the presenting illness. Then, upon finding nothing wrong with the child, she insisted that her child have invasive procedures such as endoscope or colonoscopy. Fortunately, the staff stood strong on these and refused to do the procedures, despite her insisting that the child needed these procedures. This resulted in her becoming angry, and she would leave the hospital AMA once again. It was not uncommon that she would wait a few days and then take her back to the ER with the same or a little bit different complaints, but always at different types of the day. No doubt in hope of getting another doctor, and testing process would begin again with no positive results. Basically, they didn't find anything. And then, it makes me nervous to know that she's doing this to her child. And, like I said before, what she chooses to do on herself is you know, she's grown. I hate to see that, but I've offered to help and done many different things to no avail. She denies it or says nothing's wrong with her or she doesn't need to talk to anybody. So all I can do is I pray that there's a way for her to see what she's doing is not right. And then I'll continue to try to help her as the best that I can. I would do anything for my family, and if she needs me, I'll be here. All she has to do is that. Well, guys, I thank you for spending time with me, and you be safe. And everybody, God bless you. And if you need a crisis number, it's NAMI, that's the National Helpline. And all you have to do is call or text 988. All right, guys, we'll talk soon. Bye.